Hello, you're watching a special edition of the BCX Digital Innovation Awards, and with me in the studio now is the winner of the corporate category for the Checkers 6060 app, Andy Ridge. Andy, thanks very much for joining us. Tell us a bit about the organization you represent and what category you won.
I represent the organization Shoprite Checkers, which is, a wholesale name in South Africa. And it was a real privilege for us to be involved in this. And we won the overall corporate category for the BCX Digital Innovation Award.
Now, you had 7 minutes to do or to prepare for in a digital pitch for the competition. Briefly take us through the process of what you put together and presenting your innovation pitch.
Yeah, that's right. So we had 7 minutes really to explain why our digital innovation was better than anyone else's. And really the crux of our pitch was that we weren't here to try and implement an online shopping platform for Checkers. Quite frankly, this has been seen before in South Africa for the last 10 or 15 years, but in our opinion, had become synonymous with quite difficult to navigate websites and long delivery lead times. And so we wanted to totally disrupt the online grocery market in South Africa. And our really North Star was to deliver something which would enable customers to shop really quickly. So we say we want people to be able to shop in 60 seconds, and we want to not deliver in 2 or 3 days' time, but to deliver in 60 minutes. And that really was how we came up with this concept of Checkers 6060. So a totally disruptive innovation in South Africa, not trying to improve something by 10%, but by 10x. And, let's be clear, we've been lucky. We are the very few people who have benefited from what COVID has done to the world in 2020. It's brought forward online shopping, specifically in groceries, for probably about 5 years. And so we were able to benefit from that. And as a result, our order volumes have grown terrifically. But one other thing that we wanted to stress in this pitch was we haven't just done well, we've also done good. In that we've been able to create a couple of thousand jobs along the way, and we've partnered with some small businesses, and that's really important to us, and particularly for South Africa in a year like this.
Just an incredible story. What was it like for you and your team to be crowned winners of this competition? Perhaps, as you say, especially in this kind of year, this kind of climate where there's been, so much talk about what COVID's done, but in innovating, obviously come through very successfully.
Yeah, it was a great privilege for us to win this award. Firstly, groceries are kind of, one would think maybe a bit boring. You wouldn't normally categorize that with a digital innovation award. So it's super for us and super for our industry to be awarded with this. Obviously, for our group, it's a real validation that what we're doing, we're on the right track. So that's fantastic for us. Yeah, all I could, it was really, it's just a real feather in our cap, and it's something we're very proud of. So thank you to BCX. It's a real honor to get this.
And in terms of the digital landscape, what value do you think innovations or awards like the BCX Digital Innovation Awards bring to the South African digital landscape?
Look, South Africa is obviously, in a tricky spot at the moment. And, I think a lot of this entrepreneurial way of thinking is the right place for South Africans to think about trying to solve some problems, So we were very fortunate. There were people that couldn't get to stores during COVID, and we were able to help out those people. And I think there's a myriad of different problems in South Africa that digital technologies can solve for. And so, my advice to anyone out there is just, continue to follow your dreams and give it a go, because I read this thing the other day. It said, same planet, different world. And I think that really is the case this year. There's a different world that's up for exploiting in terms of different technologies and stuff that can help out. So my message to anyone is give it a go.
So then finally on that point, what advice do you have for anyone who's thinking of particularly entering next year's competition, because 2020 was a specific year, but next year's competition might be more business unusual, but as usual. So what do you think are going to be the main things to focus on?
My advice would be go for it. There's absolutely nothing to lose and there's everything to gain. I think that this type of award is only going to become more and more credible as digital plays an increasing part of life in South Africa. And so, I think it's a really wonderful way to get some recognition. It's a wonderful way to attract the right talent. And it's a wonderful way to validate the thinking that you're going on. I mean, we don't all know the answers to everything, and it's nice to pitch your ideas to other people, to experts in the field, and to get some validation. So, I think this type of award is only going to be increasingly more important next year and the years beyond that. And so I'd really encourage everyone to get involved.
We're going to have to leave it there. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
That was Andy Ridge, the winner of the corporate category at the BCX Digital Innovation Awards.